According to the appointment given to us by the Valley of this floating community, we got here at exactly 9:45 a.m. as against the 10 a.m. that we agreed on. And of course, we couldn't find anybody on ground yet, so we decided to take a peep into the community and see what it looks like.
Can you take that shot?
This is what we have.
Alright, so we are here at this is Okirala along Ado Road, and we are here to do a town hall meeting. The folks living here, we'll be here earlier. We are waiting for the ballet to bring the rest of the community so that we can have this meeting to ascertain exactly what their challenges are and the things that we can actually come in to help them with. We just don't want to keep giving them what we think they need. We want to really get what they need. We believe that at the end of the meeting we'll be able to note one or two things and be able to comment. I will be back very soon. Thank you very much.
Finally, we were able to gather everyone together, but not the whole village, because they told us that they have met earlier that morning. I came with some questionnaires for them to be able to ascertain what they might be in need of, and they answered me accordingly. I made them understand that education is our priority, aside the community service that we could do for them. Being a community where they specialize on fishing and selling fish, I made them understand that everyone now lives online, and having a knowledge of the ICT wouldn't be a bad idea on aiding their trade, either to connect the people at this part of the world or outside this country. I made them understand that even though they produce fish in terms of finished product, there are better opportunity if they get to make friends online and supply them. Then I mentioned the fact that the children also need to be able to speak fluently when their mates or contemporaries are speaking outside. We need to send them all to school. I mentioned also that the women education is also very cogent in our priority. We spoke about the environment, the reason why we must take care of it, make it presentable, neat, because there are so many stagnant waters, grasses growing. We could not know if there are snakes under these grasses. I made them also know that there are villages like this abroad, but because of the way they refurbish it, color it, you would really love to stay there. I went back to the point of adult education for the elderly ones who never had the opportunity of going to school, for the women to be able to read and write, and for the children, the teenagers who skip school at one point in time. This will help them have confidence to speak where their mates are also speaking. I didn't take much of your time before I stopped talking so we can do more deliberation. I made them understand also that we could come over and over again to either take picture according to the demand of people that sent us and folks that are going to be giving us money to help them. And I left the rest of the job to this fair guy who is a younger brother of this other dark one with the baby. They are both the sons of this man with white cap who is the ballet of the community, to explain to them in the language they best understand. I believe he's doing a very good job. The Bala is trying to say something I don't understand. I must really commend how awkward I'm able to feel amongst them, but they are family. Alright, the boy is telling me the position of his father as a ballet. And they are telling me now to leave my contact details with them, so that whenever I want to come, he will make arrangement for the young men who would help me either to enter the swamp to move around and also to do my coverage effectively. We exchange numbers, but I would like to mention that they are a bit skeptical about us, because they told me that a lot of people have been there before my own people came, or I came, but never came back. So I made them understood that we are not here to take them for granted or to use them to raise funds, but to help them. It was intentional that I did not ask for their details first, because I want them to accept me. And with that, we analyzed 4 critical things we could do for this community. Number 1 is to build an adult education center. Number 2 is to create an ICT center for them. Number 3 is to make provision for meter. They complain that they are really suffering from the hand of NEPA. I was able to present the gene I brought for the elderly man. And we decided to take our last peep into the community, which is a very, very, very heartbreaking situation. This is where they live. Some of these children will never know any life aside this one that they are living right now. And they get pregnant here, give birth here, raise their children here, live here. The place is dirty, and they are really complaining about the Omonile, that they are really being disturbed all the time. If we can help them to acquire this land so that they can invest in it, build real houses. Do not forget that I mentioned the issue of having a prepaid meter, which the NEPA, the PHCN refused to release to them. This happens to be a private school that one of them started. The dirt, the environment is not conducive. They took me to their place of worship also. They believe in God.
All right, we have had a meeting with the ballet of this community, and so many of the issues that we have highlighted, and majority of it is about this land is actually being leased to them by the Omonile, and they are really being disturbed all the time. They really wish to actually acquire the land if the Omonile is willing to sell. And the reason why you see so many degradation and so many dilapidated buildings is because they are scared to invest in this issue, just to be chased away at the end of the day. So they are willing to just get it. And if there's a way we could help them to talk to the Omonile folks so that they can buy the land and begin to beautify the place. That is one of the greatest challenge that they are facing in this place. And we are thinking of beautifying the whole area and doing correct channeling, because there's a lot of stagnant waters around, which could actually affect the health of the children and also the adults living in this community. And we also identify the fact that there should be adult education of some sort where they could learn to read and write. For both the adults and also the teenagers, if we could build a kind of ICT center for them. And we will be coming here from time to time to do more of this coverage. Feedback. My name is Sheil. Thank you very much. God bless you.